Alright, let's take a journey, a deep dive into the mind, shifting your gears, breaking free of the limiting crap that held you back. Time to light up your thoughts and switch on that muscle building mindset. You ready? Now you know the saying, everyone wants to be a bodybuilder, but no one wants to lift heavy weights. It's a simple line, right? But there's a hell of a lot packed in there. Let's break it down and flip it on its head. Because the moment you understand why lifting the weight matters, why pushing through discomfort fuels growth, that's when you truly begin to see the universe bend to your will. You are the universe after all. And what you believe becomes your reality. But here's the kicker. No one talks about what's between the weights. The resistance, the struggle, the sweat, the pain. That's where the transformation happens. See, the weight isn't the problem. The problem's in the belief. It's about getting comfortable being uncomfortable. Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You think you're only here to lift weights, but in reality, every rep, every set, is you tearing down the old you and building something stronger. So what happens when you take that idea of everyone wants to be a bodybuilder, but no one wants to lift weights? You start recognizing it's not just about lifting in a gym. You're lifting the weights of your life. The weight of fear, the weight of doubt, the weight of not believing in your potential. Look at how easy it is to get caught up in a cycle. You feel bad about yourself, and instead of lifting, you shrink. You avoid the hard stuff because it's easier to keep going down the same path, blaming the world, playing small, settling for mediocrity. But you're not meant for mediocrity. You're meant to transform. You ever hear of the brain's neuroplasticity? It's the science behind this whole thing. Your mind is like clay, malleable, shapeable. Every time you face resistance and push through it, your mind reshapes. Think of a bodybuilder going back for one more rep. Doesn't matter how tired they are. Their belief, their focus keeps them moving. You've got the same power in your mind. Push your mental weights and boom, new neural pathways form. That's the key. Every decision, every challenge, every heavy lift of your life is your chance to rewire your brain. Let's chunk up for a second. What's the ultimate goal of lifting those weights? To build strength, resilience, and mastery, right? What's the ultimate goal of life? To experience growth, physical, emotional, spiritual. Everything else is just the distraction. It's all the fluff that you don't need. The science how your body and mind sync. You see, when you push yourself to your limits, the body's response is hormonal activation, adrenaline, cortisol. That's stress, right? Stress can break you down, or it can make you stronger. The body builds muscle through tearing, ripping, and rebuilding stronger than before. The same applies to your mind. Every failure, every moment of discomfort, that's the equivalent of weightlifting for the brain. The process of confronting fear, the unknown, rejection, it tears you down to rebuild you stronger. And here's the kicker. It's all choice. The choice to pick up those weights, face that discomfort, and learn from it. So you may have hesitated before, but here's the reframe. That hesitation, it's the moment of activation. The split second you decide to step in and do it anyway. That's where the magic lies. What would happen if you chose to act right now, despite the fear? Your world would change. Let's talk now about the belief that's actually keeping you from lifting the heavy stuff. The big scary weights. It's not the physical exertion. It's the emotional weight. Fear of failure. fear of not being good enough, fear of judgment, fear of what if it doesn't work. That's the exact moment you need to embrace. That's where the shift happens. You've got a choice. Either let the weight crush you or let it empower you. That's the test. So what's holding you back? The main reason you get stuck with the limiting beliefs is simple. Comfort. It feels safe to avoid lifting those heavy mental weights. It feels safe to settle. But comfort is a slow death. It keeps you in place. It keeps you small. Life doesn't give a damn about your comfort zone. It's the uncertainty, the push, the challenge that gets you to where you want to be. You're the hero of your own journey, and every hero needs obstacles to overcome. Now take a moment. What is it that you're afraid to lift? What's that heavy weight you keep avoiding? The doubt, the insecurity, the fear of looking foolish, the fear of failing. You've got to grab that weight with both hands, because in the end, that weight is just a lesson. The more you embrace that lesson, the stronger you become. Pattern interrupt, a new way to think. Here's the mind-bending truth. What if the resistance that you're facing isn't the thing that's holding you back? What if it's the belief that the resistance is bad? What if instead it's just a signal that you're on the right path? The discomfort is your body's way of telling you, hey, you're growing, keep going. Every time you pick up the metaphorical weight, whether it's in your relationships, your career, or your personal growth, you're making the decision to step into the discomfort, to change the script, to grow into something greater than before. So, what are you going to do next? Wait for the perfect moment? Or are you going to embrace the chaos and just act? Because here's the secret. Action leads to clarity. You don't need all the answers right now. You just need to step up, lift the weight, and trust that everything you need will unfold as you move forward. Momentum will carry you. Small actions lead to big results. Every rep, every step forward gets you closer to the strongest version of yourself. Look, let's wrap this up with some hard truth. You've been lifting weights all along. You've been facing resistance your whole life. And every time you stepped forward, you got stronger. All those times you kept going when things got tough. You've been training for this moment. The only thing left, letting go of the fear. Letting go of the doubt. Embrace the weight, pick it up and push through. You're the one who decides when the work stops. And let me tell you, it doesn't stop. The journey of transformation is constant, it's ongoing. The power is in your hands. The more you take control, the more your life will bend to your will. And that is when everything changes. Now lift.